This is 5 on your side at noon. Focused on you.
As we go on the air at noon, Missouri Governor Mike Parson is in St. Louis. He's here to sign a bill he says will help the area's workforce. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Kay Quinn. The Intern and Apprentice Recruitment Act gives incentives to Missouri businesses if they increase the number of opportunities for students. Mr. Parson signed House Bill 417 just a few hours ago right here in St. Louis. He says the legislation will help recruitment and retention efforts in the area. He says national data shows increasing the number of internships will help retain graduates from Missouri colleges.
Because no company is going to come to your state if you're not doing two things. I'm just telling you right now. If you don't have the workforce and you're not doing something to prepare it for tomorrow, they're not coming. It's that simple. And if you're not doing something with your infrastructure, and infrastructure means rivers, means airports, means bridges, means highways, means broadband, all of those things.
The measure provides businesses with a $1,500 credit per intern or apprentice. New at noon, good news for the area workforce. Crews just broke ground on a battery materials manufacturing facility in South St. Louis. It's the first large-scale plant of its kind in the country. The $400 million plant will be located on Idaho Avenue and produce 30,000 metric tons of material for the global lithium battery industry. The facility is expected to be operational by 2025. Happening today, voters in St. Louis Hills are deciding whether to raise taxes to pay for more cameras on the streets. 5 on your side's Christine Byers has more on the special business district.
St. Louis Hills is a 1.1 square mile neighborhood. It already has 142 cameras. Neighborhood Association Safety Committee Chair Tom Scheifler says they need more.
We don't have a camera for every block yet in our neighborhood. And ultimately that's the goal, is to have at least one camera per block.
The system was crucial in identifying this suspected child predator quickly.
And it's really good that our neighborhood as a community was able to assist the police in that effort.
The camera network plus the off-duty officer to patrol and man the cameras costs about $150,000 a year. Scheifler is now on a mission to get an a la carte system like this to all neighborhoods, not just to those who can afford it.
Any neighborhood in St. Louis City can look at doing a neighborhood watch program using security cameras, even if they can't afford a security officer, an off-duty officer. There are opportunities for private and public funding for these kinds of programs. I'm sure that if the alderperson and the state rep and the politicians supported these efforts, that we can find funding for neighborhoods who might otherwise have difficulty.
Scheifler says it's too early to tell whether the system is reducing crime.
But we have proven that the officer can get the alerts, identify criminal activity, and respond immediately to disrupt that activity. And that keeps it from continuing to the next block and the next block and the next block. To a lot of residents, that's a win. It's not victory, but we have many wins along the way to suggest we should keep going with this security initiative.
That was Christine Byers reporting. The extra tax will cost residents an average of about $15 a month.
Okay, we're taking a look at our radar this morning, and it is a quiet start to the day. And enjoy this, because tomorrow it is not going to be this way. I expect to see heavy rainfall by this time tomorrow. All right, outside, good mix of sun and clouds. What you're looking at there near the arch is some puffy cumulus, just those kind of run-of-the-mill clouds. 83 degrees outside. It feels like 85 with humidity at around 54%, but you know, in the past few days we're closer to 80. That 54 is almost refreshing. Winds are out of the west at just under 10 miles per hour. Through the rest of our day, today in St. Louis, a healthy mix of sun and clouds will do it for us. Temperatures will land in the mid-80s. It'll most likely feel like around 87 to 89 today at its peak. And then around sunset time, we're dropping off into the mid-70s. We do have a chance for a little pop-up shower or two, but that'll be fairly limited. For tonight, mostly clear, 70 degrees. We do cloud up towards the morning, and then we bring in that rainfall, and I'll time that out for you coming up in the next 15 minutes.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Tracy. We now know the name of a 5-year-old girl shot and killed in Belleville. Police say Dariah Lathan died from her injuries after being taken to a hospital yesterday. The shooting happened at 88th and Main near the city's police department. Police are not looking for a suspect. Charges have been filed in connection with an accidental shooting that killed a 7-year-old. Darnell Macon's grandfather, Walter Macon, is charged with endangering the welfare of a child. According to the charging documents, Macon left the child in the back seat while loading a truck in Berkeley yesterday morning. The boy then found a handgun between the seats. Police in St. Louis continue to look for the driver of a black Dodge pickup that hit 2 pedestrians outside Busch Stadium. Jared Falkerson owns STL Golf Cart Shuttle. He and his employee were in the cart leaving a parking garage Sunday when the truck hit them. They say the truck rammed them multiple times before taking off down Broadway. Falkerson says he got out of the cart to try to get the driver's insurance.
Tried to get him to get his insurance. He wasn't having it. I was in front of the truck. He revved the engine a few times. Then he took off. I backpedaled, got out of the way. Unfortunately, my driver, Will, was right there doing the same thing. Hey, we need your insurance. I see the guy veer into Will, hit him, and then take off.
No charges have been filed, but police confirmed they're investigating the incident as vehicular assault, and they believe it stemmed from road rage. Police are on the lookout for a black Dodge Ram with Illinois plates, indicating the driver is a veteran. Police are investigating a series of anti-Semitic flyers thrown onto lawns in Manchester and Baldwin. Happened over the weekend. Several versions of anti-Semitic messages have been found in plastic bags with beans or corn to weigh them down. Police say this is happening all over the country. They don't believe these neighborhoods were targeted.
We have to balance the First Amendment with hate crimes. Certainly we have something as minor as littering, but we are consulting with the St. Louis County Prosecutor's Office.
Manchester Police Chief Scott Will says police have been able to get a license plate number off a doorbell camera and are continuing to investigate. He says call your local police department if you ever receive something like this. Anheuser-Busch making cuts. The brewer is selling off 8 of its brands. According to our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal, the brands have been sold to a company in New York that specializes in cannabis products and packaged goods. Illinois could soon have a new flag. The governor signed a bill creating a flag commission that will decide whether it's time to design a new banner. The first state flag was adopted in 1915. It looked very similar to the current one. The state added the word Illinois at the bottom of the seal in 1969. The commission will submit a report to the General Assembly. Still ahead, new information about this brawl that's getting national attention. Police have an update to the investigation. Plus, lots of rain has fallen across the bi-state the past few days. How it's affecting farmers and their crops.